It's my hat too much.
Your heart, keep it in your pocket for safekeeping.
Welcome back to the channel. You gotta forgive yourself. That I'm just gonna get straight to it. I need you to forgive yourself. You need you to forgive yourself from what has already happened. It has already taken place, and you're steady ruminating over it. You're steady beating yourself up about it. You're walking in guilt and shame about something that you can change moving forward. You want to stay stuck in what has already happened. I know it doesn't feel good sometimes when you think about it. I know it didn't feel good when it happened. I know you're trying to figure out where you went wrong, but maybe it just was supposed to happen. It already happened. So what happened to you, it probably affected your emotion, probably changed your personality, how you view the world. Maybe some of your values, maybe some of your beliefs, but you gotta forgive yourself because it has already happened, love. It has already happened. You can't go back and undo it. But if you met with something that seems familiar or sounds familiar in the present or the future, you have control of how you respond and react to it. And because it has already happened, something to the degree, then you're one up on it. Regardless, you get to create your responses, because with life we will never really be without conflict. We're all so different. We have different beliefs and values, all of the things, different perspectives, but how we deal with it is in our control. And if you see it coming, know that you can respond to it differently. Sometimes we can avoid it, other times we can't, because without conflict there's no resolution. Offense, there's no resolution. So we don't want you to hinder yourself in a moment of sadness or anger or frustration about what was that can keep you from what could be. We take the situations and the experiences that we've had, some we didn't create, some we were met with, right? And we give ourselves in those moments enough grace as we look back and say, you know, maybe I could have done something different. Maybe I couldn't have done anything different. But this is what I know I can do in this moment today based on what I've already experienced. But if you continue to wake up every day and sit in shame and sit in guilt about what has already happened, you're hurting yourself now. They're not hurting you anymore. What they've done has been done. Now you're waking up every day and choosing to damage your emotions, your feelings, and your behaviors and your reactions. Now you're the cause of the pain because you're consciously aware of what somebody else has caused, and you continue to wake up and agree with it. It's time for you to forgive yourself. It's time for you to come out of agreement with every false narrative spoken against your name and against your character, and come out of agreement with everything that you have said about yourself that you know isn't true. And until you can come out of agreement and forgive yourself for what you have allowed, for time and time again, and for what other people have done, you're going to continue to sit in a self-sabotage state, and nothing good comes out of that. Besides, there's awareness that something is off, but if you're not walking in spirit and truth, then you're not going to see that. So I need you to forgive yourself. I know it's complicated. I know it's challenging. I know sometimes it can be hard, but it can be done. As simple as, I forgive myself for allowing things that I now know I wouldn't allow. I forgive myself for continuing to walk into agreement with things that I know aren't true because I wasn't in the place to see. You got to forgive yourself and give yourself enough grace, because maybe you did not know, but now you have the opportunity to know. You have to forgive yourself, and you got to come out of agreement with what has happened to you. It has already happened. It has changed your personality. Now you walk around and you angry all the time. You frustrated all the time. You thinking everybody out to get you. You picking up personality traits and characteristics that never belong to you. People just put on you prematurely, probably projected upon you, and you agree with it. You're not wrong for that. But you can think for yourself today, and you can do things differently. You get to go out and create. Use those experiences. See through them like, I don't want to do that again. This didn't serve me. I want this to serve me. This is what I have control over. When the pressure gets big, this is how I can handle it now because I've encountered or experienced something like this before. There will always be conflict. It's just the world we live in. There will always be offense. It's not that you won't take offense, it's how you deal with it. You want to move out of it swiftly. You don't want to sit in it too long. If there's something you need to discuss it. Take self-inventory. Don't be so hard on yourself. You don't need any more harsh words. You don't need to be harsh to yourself. You need to be gentle to yourself. Even when you've done something by definition that you deem is wrong, you still need to be able to be gentle with yourself even if you're upset, because we can hold space for both. We can hold space for, I don't like this, I'm angry, I'm frustrated. And we can also hold space for, you know what, I'm going to cater to myself in this. I'm going to pull myself out of this. It may take me some time, but I do know that I do have the capabilities of handling all things that have been placed within the proximity of me. I have the capacity to go through, to grow through. So forgive yourself for your past. It's a part of your present. If it wouldn't have happened, you wouldn't sit here in this moment today. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind and loving to yourself. And remember, we can hold space for both over here. We don't have to like it, but we also can deal with it in a way that's going to benefit us and those around us in a way that resembles grace and love. All right, I gotta go. Bye, y'all.
Let your hair get in the way. Can't be defined by your